So, the Mario Kart World Direct just happened a couple hours ago, and it was okay, I guess. So first of all, at the beginning, they just go over tracks we've already seen, like Mario Bros. Circuit and Crown City. Then, they go over the characters like Mario, Luigi, and so on, the normal ones. Then the enemies like Goomba and Spike and more, but we already know this, as we've seen videos. After, they show off the two modes, Grand Prix and Knockout Tour, which we saw in the Trios events. Also, they said after you complete a Grand Prix,
rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear,
which refers to Rainbow Road, which we have already seen thanks to leaks. After, they go over the items, but we already knew all of them before going into the Direct, which is kind of a waste, no new item. Also, the food item just unlocks the costume you get, a new costume, as a separate slot, which sucks. Then finally, something new, I guess, but we saw in the Trios events, was a charge jump, which is like charging a drift, but instead of turning, you're going straight. Also, rewinding is a new feature, which is pretty cool, to go back if you miss something, but everyone else is still driving normally, so you kind of have to use it wisely. Then the next 2 minutes, they just show time trials versus racing battles. Then in free roam, it's just if you want to explore, no story mode, but there are P-switches to activate some missions for you to do, which is kind of fun. Finally, Nintendo ends it by showing off online player friends. But the one thing which I saw at the end was that we know that you can drive into a truck or boat and like drive around it, which is cool. But at the end, we can see someone driving into a helicopter and flying around, which is kind of obvious that we're going to see that, but it's cool that's there. So overall, I don't really think this needed to happen, but it was alright in the most. Lastly, it does not need to be £75.